another one. I'll talk about that as well. All right, good evening, everyone. Welcome to tonight's virtual. We're going to look at, so I have put them in my week. I have saved rosemary and sea salt crackers and pumpkin soup. But with the pumpkin soup today, what we're actually going to do is make our pumpkin soup with the skin on and the seeds in. And I'm going to show you how easy it is just to keep all that nutrition and not have to peel a pumpkin, which is always awesome. Awesome thing to do. So I just wanted to show you how my little plug has fallen out of my handle of my jug. Let me move that back. And all you need to do, they're a couple of dollars. Let me know if it ever falls out. I'll get you one. I've got a whole bunch of them, and you just pop it back in. You don't put the one that you've already got back in. You grab a new one from me. Okay, let us crack on. Oh, actually, I will just show people, because we have someone here who has seen a Thermix but doesn't own one. We have on our TM6, we have our time, our temperature, and our speed for chopping and cooking things manually. But we also have a whole bunch of modes that help us, including the egg boiler, where you put your eggs in the bottom of the bowl, fill it to a litre of water, then you actually just choose how you would like your eggs, dial it up, and it'll give you a call when it's finished. Then we've also got a pre-clean and several other things, and just appeared today or yesterday, we have our grating and our slicing. So we have the exciting cutter coming. I'll show you a video in a minute. And that is what Anne is looking for as a host reward today. And these are the modes that we use with that. So you can slice thinly or thickly, or grate thinly or thickly, which is very exciting. And then on the other side, so we have 3 screens across. This is our cookie do, which is a recipe platform that has 80,000 recipes. 10,000 of those are in English. And when you actually purchase a TM6, you get 6 months free cookie do access, and then it costs $69 a year after that. And that gives you access to max heat, where you can brown your onions and your meat. You can make honeycomb, and you can follow all the recipes, plus then it also updates as well. So it is pretty groovy. All right, let us go back. So I have chosen my recipes today. I filtered down, had a look, decided what I was going to make, and then I've put them into cook today. So let's look at rosemary and sea salt crackers. With every recipe, you've actually got your time, your ingredients, your prep, utensils, nutrition, hints and tips, all that kind of stuff there. And then we just press start cooking. So preheat oven to 170. I am going to give this a whirl because it's a brand new, I've just moved in. So it's a new oven. All right, let's give that a go. Okay. And, oh, sorry. And the next, so every single recipe has every single step. So if you need to turn the oven on, you need to oil something, you need to do something else, it'll be there. Set aside 2 baking trays. So I've just got one at the moment, ready to go. And I can hear my, oh, she's coming the other way. Hello. Sorry. There you go. There's your dinner. Thanks. All right. So 2 sprigs of fresh rosemary. So if we have a look here, that's our bowl. We just have 1 blade. And this is how easy it is to pull apart. And everything that you, all the parts that you get with the Thermomix, obviously except for the electronics, it goes in the dishwasher, which is always our favorite part. I'll just move that to the side. Okay, so 2 sprigs of rosemary. So I just pull. There we go. Next, insert the measuring cup. So that just means pop the lid on. Next, it's going to chop for 15 seconds. Speed 8. It actually shows me where speed 8 is, and it asks me to turn speed selected to 8, and it won't let me go past 8 when I dial it up. You can hear it chopping away. I turned off noise suppression on the Zoom because normally it blanks it out. I thought I would let you see it. Oh, okay. So there is our chopped rosemary. So if you really wanted to obliterate it, you would do it on speed 10, but we've done it on speed 8. And then 100 grams of tahini. So what that is a sesame seed spread, and it's great for veggies and anybody. So I have another cracker that I make, which is mostly seeds and stuff. But I thought I would give this one a burl tonight because it looked lovely and different. All right, so the scales themselves go at 1 gram increments. And so we're up to 100 grams there. Next, 80 grams of coconut oil. So what you do with oil is, and any liquid, is you pour full tilt until you get just before, say 5 grams before. 79, 80 on the knocker, lovely. So 2 eggs. So please feel free to ask any questions in the chat or pop yourselves off mute and ask questions. So 2 eggs. That's 1. Oh, there's a double yolker. Never had that before. You know. Okay, 30 grams of black sesame seeds. So I've got those. I'm quite obsessed with them at the moment. I love to put them on all my Asian dishes. 30, there we go. So 80 grams of coconut flour. So I found the coconut flour in Woolies. So Woolies and Coles actually come a long way with their ingredients. You could actually make your own coconut flour, but I was in a bit of a hurry today, so. Same as you can make your own, say you wanted to make a little bit more. You wanted to make your shortbread, you could actually just put, and you needed rice flour, you could actually just put white rice in the Thermomix, mill it on 10 for a minute or possibly 2, and you'd have rice flour. Same with almond to almond meal. So what you can actually save an absolute stack of money by just buying the higher level ingredients and then milling things or shredding things as you need. So 1.5 teaspoon of salt flakes. I couldn't find them in the cupboard, I've just moved. So I'll just do that. Although, trust me, salt flakes, absolutely buy them. I get the ones from the Murray River salt flakes from the East Coast. So 1-2 pinches of black pepper. I actually mill my own pepper and my salt, so that I'm able to have a pinch rather than trying to use my cracker or whatever you want to call it. So insert measuring cup into mixing bowl. And then next, so 10 seconds speed 4. All right, mixing until a thick dough forms. Okay, and then cut dough into 2 even portions. All right. Oh, that's pretty good. Let me just, I always scrape around the bowl rather than scrape down, because you actually get more bang for your buck. I'm going to show you that. I might actually do it just for a little. And that's pretty thick. No, cut dough. All right. Should be right. I'm going to get my bread mat out. And I'll just pop this down so you can see all my bits and pieces there. But you can also see the mat. I'll just get 1 portion out, place each piece of dough between baking paper. Right, so I've got my baking paper here. Oops. Right, end of a roll. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take about that much out, and then I'm going to fold it over and roll it out. Let's roll it with my hands first, and then grab my roller out. Now, with some of the other crackers, it's pretty much the same thing. I'm just going to roll out till it's quite thin. So especially some of these, because you want it to be an actual cracker and not a thick dough, you want it to be as thin as you possibly can get it. So I normally make it thin, especially if it's a cracker that has seeds. I will roll it until I hit the height of the seeds. Let's roll that out. Has anybody else made crackers and had success?
Yeah, I make crackers, make them really fine too.
Yeah, and then they're actually crunchy as well, which is what you want with your dip or your cheese platter. I'm just going to do that. So this will make quite a lot of crackers. There we go. Let's just scoop that up. Next, transfer the baking paper, remove the top piece and score. Oh, this one's a little bit different. Let's put a little bit more in, because see how I've gone really thin? It's actually broken it up. So this one does need to be thicker. And that is fine. So I mean 3 mils probably. There we go. A little bit thicker anyway. There we go. There we go, that's much better. So then you would score with a pizza cutter. I'm just going to do it with a knife so that you can get the idea. I normally just score them. I don't get too fussy with it. And sometimes you could do triangles. You could buy the rollers, the cracker rollers as well. Let's just do that. Yep, 5 centimeters by 5 centimeters. Repeat with the rest of the dough. And then extra salt flakes are baked for 12 to 15 minutes. I'll just put this on my tray and pop it in my oven. Let's pop it that way and tuck that under. And then what you really want, so the other crackers that I make as well, you actually want them to be a little bit browner. You know, just on brown, and so then they'll be much crunchier as well. So let me just pop this in my oven. Let's see if that's... Oh, no. Okay. We'll see what we get. All right, so next, cool for 10 minutes and then carefully break apart the crackers. So if it doesn't work, I'll take it upstairs and put it in my other oven and put a picture on my Facebook group tomorrow. Okay, so there's a picture at the end of every recipe as well, and then we just click finish. Of course, the star of the show. Actually, what I will do is let me share the screen and I will show you the other cracker recipe as well. So there's our cookie dough. So cookie dough is an app, a website, and it's on the Thermomix, and they are all connected. So anything that you do on the app or the website, it will actually come up on the Thermomix as well. So things like putting your recipes into collections. Let me show you that. So I've got lots of different collections there. You can explore. You can see there's my week that I've put up. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to just type in hummus, because there's a particular hummus recipe that has hummus and crackers, and it's not the tahini one, this one. So sun-dried tomato hummus with crackers. These crackers have thyme, quinoa, spelt flour, plain flour, water, macadamia oil, linseeds, sesame seeds, and salt. And they are my absolute favourite. If you wanted to take note of what the recipe is. All right, then what I'm also going to do is show you our pumpkin soup. There we go. So the recipe that we're doing is actually just the pumpkin soup from the basic cookbook. But what it actually says when you look further down, and with the recipes now, there's been an update where you can actually change the portion sizes. So I could choose 2 or 4. It's 4 portions now, but I could actually halve it if there was only a couple of people in the house. But I'm a big fan of, especially the soup, whacking it in the freezer and dragging it out when I need it. So if you scroll right down, you can see these tips and tricks. And it says if you're using a soft skin pumpkin, you can leave the pumpkin unpeeled. So that's what I've done. And then another hint is you could do Asian style pumpkin soup. I do lots of different things with my pumpkin soup. And I'll talk about that in a minute. All right, so let's go back to my week. And because I'm a consultant, I actually have a third bowl. I could have just scraped it out, washed it out with my brush, and gone again. You don't actually need to pull it apart and fully wash it, or we could have washed it with Turbo or our self-clean as well. Okay, so pumpkin soup. So when it says recipe has been updated, it could just be that they've added a video into the recipe itself to show you something, changed some spelling or something like that. It doesn't mean that the entire recipe has been changed. So start cooking. 1 brown onion, approximately 180 grams. So what I could do is just throw that in, but I want to show you these 3 dots here. You can actually open preview recipe details, so go back and look at what we're doing. Whack the scales on or cancel the recipe. So I'm going to put the scales on. So that's 95, 170. So that's okay. You can actually be a bit of a chucker with most recipes, except for, of course, baking and when you've got max heat and you're doing sugar functions, because when you want sugar to change into honeycomb or caramel, you need to be quite precise in your measurements. But once you are quite comfortable with the Thermomix, you can, 10 grams over, 10 grams under, no biggie. Haven't got that ingredient, go next. So insert measuring cup. 3 seconds, speed 5. Does a quick chop. Next, scrape down the sides. And so I'm going to show you how it's chopped. So that's our onion at speed 5 for 3 seconds. If you were to chop at speed 7, it would be a wetter chop, which is what we used to do in the TM31, was always speed 7. But we've learnt that speed 5 is actually a bit of a better chop because it's more like you've cut it yourself.
So Lisa, I've still got the 31. Does that mean I should leave it at 7 or reduce it to 5? Because I've actually made this. That's about the only thing I've made, the soups.
Okay, well, give 5 when you make it next time.
Yep.
Give 5 a go and see what you think the difference, whether you prefer it or not. Because especially with the 31, you've got even more ability to change things up to suit yourself.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, give it a go. So scrape down the sides. Then we're going to add 20 grams of butter. I've got my butter here. Nice. What's everybody's favourite soups? I love to hear soup stories so I can add to my repertoire.
I love the mushroom in the recipe book, but I did learn not to freeze it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, mushroom might be a little bit. Yeah.
And the tomato Moroccan one I loved as well.
Oh, cool. The basic tomato one, I found that if I used Roma tomatoes, lush, like so much better than, or if you had
much more flavour.
Yes, or if you had ones that somebody had given you from their actual garden, they're so much better than just your standard one. So 20 grams of butter. So we're gonna saute it. So it says place the simmering basket on top. So each of our items has its own job. So we're going to pop the simmering basket on top, go next, 3 minutes, 120 speed 1. So it's sauteing. And so I just wanted to show you, that's the temperature that it says it's going to get to. Now, when the actual bowl itself gets to 37 degrees, because it heats from the bottom, when the bowl itself gets to 37, you'll see the number 37 pop up above the 120. Oh, there you go, there's 40. Once it hits over 60, these lights will go red to show you that the bowl itself is hot. So there you go, 65, lights are red. That outside of the temperature dial is red, and the bottom of the bowl is hot. So that goes along. All right, while we've got these 2 minutes, oh, did anyone have any questions about anything? I'll have a look and see if, oh, okay, things are heating up now in my oven. Any questions so far? No? So let me show you. Oh, well, we've got 1:51 left to go. So the other things that we do have, let me show you. When you buy a Thermomix, you get everything that you see here, plus a cookbook and an instruction book as well. And they're fantastic too. But like I said, everything has its own job. So the basket goes on top when it's over 95 degrees. It can also go inside and cook your potatoes or your rice or your quinoa, sometimes your chicken, it just depends. When you are doing max heat, so when you're browning your onions and your meat, the recipe itself will ask you to put the splash guard on. So that goes on for that occasion. And then now, especially for the 31 owners, the new advice is that when you're making jams or quince paste, so I make quince paste in April, rather than putting the basket on, which is what we always used to do, it asks you to put the varoma on because you actually get more steam come out and no splash as well. So that's jams and your paste and stuff. That's our new thing for recipes. Now the varoma, which is what that was, is actually your steamer on top. You can cook a whole, steam a whole chicken in there. You can do your wontons. You can make omelets. I make bao buns. So the ones that you get from food trucks, I make my own. Oh, there we go. That's our next step. So 500 grams of pumpkin, peeled and cut into pieces. So of course I've done my butternut pumpkin. I have cut it about that size. And I've left our seeds in as well. So I'm just going to chuck it all in till it hits 500 grams. So I don't add any more weight. A little bit more.
I always cook my seeds in the skin.
You do, yeah. And a lot of people also sometimes do roast. Oh, 5:20 now, but that's all right. Roast their pumpkin first. So it's up to you what sort of pumpkin soup that you want. So next, 1 carrot. So I've chopped that into pieces. Left the skin on that as well. Insert the measuring cup because we're just going to chop it all. So 15 seconds, speed 7, shows me where 7 is. I'm just going to dial it up. You can hear that it's pretty much done. So next, scrape down. So I'll show you what it looks like once it's chopped for 15 seconds. Pretty much mush already, and then it's going to cook, and then we're going to puree it. going to put the onion as well. That's landed on the lid. Pop that in too. So 500 grams of water, adjust to taste. So if you like it much thicker, put in less water. Yet again, even though you're following a recipe, you still have control. 90, 500. Lovely veggie stock. So what we do when you purchase a Thermomix is it gets delivered to your house, and then I come over, or we do via Zoom, and I show you how it works, and we make vegetable stock. Obviously, if you're a confident TM31 or a TM5 owner, I will do an advanced delivery because you've probably already made stock for the last 10 years. So you're not going to want to do that. But the whole cookie dough and all the modes will be new to you. So that is what I will teach you. Place simmering basket instead of measuring top on top. There we go. Next, so it's 20 minutes, 100 degrees, speed 1. Round we go. It's dropped down to 45. So yet again, once it gets up to 60, it'll go green. So let us share screen again. Share. So what I want to do, I'm going to just take my earbuds out because I want to show you a video. So this is the Thermomix cutter. This is what everybody's been talking about. And this is what Anne is looking to have as her host reward, with you two lovely ladies having joined us today. So I'm just going to press learn more. Yell out if you cannot hear the sound.
Ever wonder how you can elevate the presentation and textures of your meals in no time and without extra effort? Imagine the endless possibilities of the new accessory Thermomix Cutter. One disc with 4 cutting functions that will broaden your Thermomix cutting experience. Now, bring new life to your fruits and vegetables at the touch of a button. Just place Thermomix Cutter into the mixing bowl. Select the mode to grate thickly or thinly. A gentle touch is all you need to cut your vegetables, fruits, toppings, and garnishes in seconds with ease, and letting nothing go to waste. Then, simply turn over to slice thickly or thinly. Preventing contact between the cutting disc and your fingers, Thermomix Cutter is safe to use and easy to clean. Collect your cut preparations directly into the dedicated cutter basket without interfering with the cooking steps done in the mixing bowl. Broaden the chopping, shredding, and grinding possibilities of your Thermomix TM6 or TM5 with one single disc that offers 4 new cutting functions. Thermomix Cutter will expand your creativity, elevating the textures of the healthy food you prepare for yourself and your loved ones.
Okay.
Ever wonder how you can elevate the presentation and
Pause. So that is what everybody has been waiting for years, because it was always, you know, why doesn't the Thermomix chop, shred or slice? So that's very exciting. Did everyone see that?
Yes, still reckon you do a better version, Lisa.
Oh God. So on my YouTube channel, I'll try and share the link after. On my YouTube channel, I've actually got a 13-minute video because I had the prototype in my hot little hands for about 24 hours, and I made a potato bake. So I peeled the potatoes and I actually just sliced the potatoes, about 1 kilo of potatoes, in about 2.5 minutes. I was very excited because I've owned Thermomixes
4 different versions of the Thermomix for the last 10 years. And it was one thing I'd really been waiting to come. So let me just open this up and show you how it works for anyone. And so if any of you either want to have a cooking experience or would like to bring 2 friends along to one of my Thursday night virtuals, please feel free. I just need to know in advance. And then you can qualify for host rewards as well. Right, share screen. There we go. So this is how it works. Let me pop that down. Pop that down. This is how it works. When you have a cooking experience, if it's in person, it's you plus 2 people, and it's normally 2 dishes, at least 2 people. Probably no more than maybe 5, because we want you guys to be able to actually see and learn at the cooking experience and not actually have to play host to 10 people. So there's the value of all our host reward choices. If 2 people attend your cooking experience and nobody purchases, which is there's never any pressure to buy, then you can buy at the host price. So you can see there. So the thermo server that I'm about to use, you would get for $30, which is a great deal. And then, but if one of your guests buys at your cooking experience, then you get the host reward for free. So it's if one of your guests buys. So they're all amazing things. And when you actually purchase a TM6, you don't have to, you can have as many cooking experiences as you like. So long as you introduce me to 1 or 2 new people each time, I'm more than happy to show you, especially if you're not a confident cook. I can come and we can teach you something different each time that you have a cooking experience. So Jodie's had quite a few cooking experiences so far, which is very cool. Any questions at all of what I've done? Anything? Talk to me, people. Talk to me.
I think I learned something different each time I've had a like cooking experience. So I pick up on a new thing that you might suggest and I go, oh, I didn't realize I could do that. And I think a lot of people say that when we've had the demos.
Yeah.
Just pick up on ideas, or you just little hints, and
Hints and
it's
tips.
amazing. Yeah, it's amazing how you can, and I go, like, I didn't realize when you talked about the bicarb soda and things like that, which I know to use, but especially now with the new caramelization. Yeah,
it just puts it in your head then, doesn't it? Yeah. Cool. Thanks, Jodie. Anyone else?
I'm just enjoying getting into it. So
awesome.
Yeah, and hopefully pick up all these tips for the TM6 when I have my own in a little while.
Yeah.
Hello, Anne.
Hi, Jokes.
Hi.
Yeah, we were together again only a couple of last weekend.
Yes.
That's good. That's good. So a couple of hints and tips while we're going. The cord in the back of every single Thermomix, so the 31, the 5 and the 6, you can actually push it in the back and make it as long or as short as you need for your kitchen to be tidy. You don't have to have it all the way out for the scales to function properly. You can just have it the right length for your kitchen. What else? So if you are making an amazing dip and you've scraped out all that you can. Oh, hang on. Oh, I didn't set a time on. And my oven actually works. So we have a bit of a blackened disaster, but that's okay. What I will do is I will turn it off. and I'll make them again, and I will put a picture on my Facebook page and my Instagram.
I nearly asked you, did you set the timer, Lisa?
Damn it. I normally ask a guest in the room to set the timer.
So how long do they usually take, Lisa?
What was it? It was only about 12 to 15 minutes.
Well over then.
Yes, just a touch. But it wasn't warm when I put them in, so I thought, oh, it'll be fine for a while. It'll be fine for a while. Hang on, I'll drag it out and show. I shall show you my shame.
We've all done it.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't eat them. But
Especially with crackers, they brown very quickly if you're not watching them.
they do. Yes. Okay, so I do have more dough left. And I will roll that out after and cook again.
Hey, can you show us one time with the, you know how I've got the cracker rollers? So
Yes. Where have I put my rollers? Hang
I
on.
know, I think you had one on what do you call it?
Yeah.
One of your demos in the past, and I think it stuck to it, but I'm worried. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So there's
I
the
bought-
cracker rollers.
Yeah. Yeah.
What I'll do. We've got our unburned thing going on. Hang on. Just put my earbuds back in. There we go. Hear me? Is the sound better with or without the earbuds?
Better.
Better? With?
With.
With? Okay, cool. All right. So
How do,
let's
I can't see the mat. I can only see the Thermomix.
Yep. There we
Oh,
go.
that's it. That's it.
There you go. So I didn't have, let's just put it out because of course I've had quite the evening. I've run out of baking paper. Burnt the crackers. Oh, you don't believe
Done this, done this before, Lisa?
There's always one goddamn disaster.
It's all right. We feel right at home now.
Exactly.
Oh my lordy. So I don't know. I might actually go back and put a little bit more. Oh no, they're all right. I was going to say put a little bit more coconut flour in. They seem all right. And then what I will do, so what it's just going to score it like you would a pizza with the pizza cutter. So this one's a grissini. So, you know, your long ones. And this one just puts the holes and cuts the end. Let's give that one a go.
Is that the one you've got, Jodie?
I've got the three of them.
Yeah. So probably not so much for crackers. Let's see how, that's cut out and put holes. So I'm just going to squish that down again.
I just thought they were all for crackers, so I bought the three.
Well, no, they are, but I would probably like a different kind of cracker, like a seeded one, because this one's got 2 eggs. It's quite soft. It's a lot softer.
That one's like the like chips or whatever. This one you're using now.
Yes. So that's the one you want when you cut it up and you want your for your cheese platter. So then what you do is you cut it up and then put it in the oven. So then when you take it out of the oven, it's already cut up.
I like that one. That'd be great.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was really good. Oh, and you can make your own nachos too.
Yeah.
Can't you?
You can always borrow that off me, Carol, and test it out and then buy some later.
Oh, I'd love to.
Yeah.
We'll bring you some taste tests, Joe. Monday, Wednesday or Friday.
Right.
Awesome. So then that's how it'll turn out.
when it's not burnt. Okay, let's see. I'll toss them because we've got a few minutes left. I'll whack it back on because it'll still be at 170. Now, if someone could please turn their timer
How long?
to about 10 minutes. Because it's I've moved into a new house. I'm unsure of how good or bad
All right, done.
the oven is. Right, I'll just pop these on. In fact, what I'll just what I'll do. There we go. Put them on. You see the tray. There we go. We'll give them a little whirl.
All right, ready to go now?
Yeah, set it down.
Okay.
That would be grand. Thank you. And we can see something that's not a burnt disaster this evening. There's always something, especially in a new house.
Hey, I really recommend the 20-second Thermomix cupcakes. They're brilliant. So quick.
Yeah,
But-
you've used them, made them quite a few times, haven't you?
Yeah, but yes, I've actually burnt them too.
Oh no.
Because
Yeah,
you just got to leave it for too long. Just that, 5 minutes
That
too long and you burn them. Yeah.
Yeah, and it depends on your oven as well. So the oven that's upstairs is actually I actually read the instruction book, which is surprising. But normally when you have a fan forced oven, you turn it down maybe 10 degrees. This one says you actually turn it down 30 degrees.
Oh.
So it actually cooks like super quick, which is so unusual because all the ovens I've had in the last 2 or 3 houses, you've sort of got to go, oh, okay, well, it said 20 minutes and now it's already at 30 minutes and I've got to wait more and wait more. So, yeah, this is, it's a beautiful oven. I'll do a few virtuals up there as well. But we've got the yappy dog upstairs at the moment.
I've got a
Alright.
question, Lisa, quick one.
Yes,
Now with the Brazilian puffs that we made the other day,
yes,
and you said you can make them into like
wraps.
wraps. Might sound silly. How do you cook them?
Okay, so
And
get
how
your
long?
fry pan
Yep.
on a medium heat
Yep.
and kind of make it like a pancake.
So they don't puff up then.
No, maybe, they do. So make it like maybe more of a crepe thinness,
Yep.
the first one. And you always wreck the first one anyway.
Lovely.
Yeah, do a crepe
Oh.
thickness first, and then do a pancake thickness if that's not enough.
In electric fry pan.
Oh, just on your hob.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah,
Give it a
yeah.
go.
yeah, in a normal fry pan, or if you've actually got a crepe pan.
No, we don't.
I've seen them done in a square flat sandwich press as well. That seemed to work
Ooh.
really good because you can bring the top down and it cooks both sides.
Cooks both sides. Yeah, nice.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I've made them into like little pikelets and I've made them into round wraps
Okay.
as well. Yeah, great for gluten-free people. There's so many amazing things now, if you're gluten-free, that you can eat. That there's no more cardboard food anymore.
They are a bit
It's-
cardboardy.
You reckon? I love them.
No, not the Brazilian puffs, but some things that you buy are gluten-free.
Yeah,
are
that's
cardboardy.
gluten-free. Yeah.
Well, you've challenged me now, Jodes, because I try not to have any grain flours. So it is something I'm going to look for, and I don't like cardboard. So
And because you've got cheese in it, the wrap kind of tastes it, just that hint of cheese as well. which, you know, I personally believe that cheese is our food group of its own. So anything that's cheese related, I'll do.
I've got the best paleo wrap I've used for years, and I'll send it to you all.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And quite often I'll make wraps at work for people, and you'll be amazed how it's just really pliable and rolls over. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a paleo one, and I've used it for years. And everyone, I take it to work sometimes and just do a little salad filling with it, and everyone loves it.
Oh,
And what's the flour base you use?
It's no flour at all.
No, like I use buckwheat flour, or there's no like arrowroot or anything like that in
No,
it?
I think I just have a little bit of almond meal in it. That's it, which I mill up in the thermi. And it's 5 eggs and a bit of almond meal. I think I'm trying to think if I got cider vinegar in that one, but yeah, I'll send it to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you can also look on Cookie Dough. You can actually type in the search bar, gluten-free or keto, or you know, any of the FODMAP, any of the different kinds of things. I mean, you can even type in Christmas or party or anything like that. It will give you lots of really cool suggestions.
Cocktails, Jodes.
Cocktails.
You're being incorrigible.
I think there's definitely going to be a Friday night at my house.
Yeah, okay.
Nice. Yes, it does do quite a delightful little cocktail. So it says 30 grams of pouring or whipping cream. So I always use the Harvey Fresh or the Brown's whipping cream for when I want to whip cream, when I put cream in this, and when I want to make butter. You can't use your thickened cream because it actually has something in it that stops it from going to butter. So you'll be standing there forever trying to turn it into butter.
Oh my God, I've that's all I've used, the thickened cream to make butter. Have
Really?
I done something wrong?
No. How long does it take though?
Oh, I've now realised, no, I've used the thickened cream.
Oh, okay.
What am I supposed to use?
This one.
Whipping cream. Oh my God, is that what I've been doing wrong? But I've had herbs in it and everything. It's always usually been all right.
Oh, okay. Or maybe the one that you buy is okay. But there are quite a lot out there that are double cream and thickened cream that you have issues with. You might just be buying the one that's fine.
No, I just
Make
buy
a liar
the
of me.
cheap Woolies and Coles brand. And yeah, but no, I'll try the whipping cream next because I've made my own butter.
Okay. Yeah. So for whipping cream itself, sort of about 20 or 30 seconds, you've really got to watch it. And then anything over a minute, you will turn your cream into butter.
Wow.
It's that quick. If it's an older cream, it does it faster. If it's a cream with a long use by date, it'll take longer. All right, so what we're going to do is we've got 1 minute to puree our pumpkin soup. Let me just show you what it looks like. Put that down. There we go. And so we've got a minute. We're going to take it up to 5 and then up to 9. Now I'm old school, so I go slowly the whole way because I'm still going to have about 30 minutes left to go, and I've never had to do it twice, even with the seeds and the skin on. So I'm just going to go, that's slow stir, then half, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, and then 3, 3.5, and then 4, 4.5, and then 5, 5.5, and then 6, 6.5, and then 7, 7.5, and then 8.
1 minute left on the crackers.
So with the soup there, you
And then
don't have
it
to change
sucks.
the basket on the top?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
Mm.
Definitely. Otherwise you'd be everywhere. Okay. So then salt and pepper to taste. And we have our lovely picture there. And I'll show you how different it looks after a minute.
Mm.
And that's it, pumpkin soup. Now, things that I do with my pumpkin soup or ingredients that I add to my pumpkin soup. Sometimes, so sometimes I will get, I'm a big fan of coriander. So I will actually just get a whole bunch of coriander, leaves and stalks, chop it up, throw it in before I puree it. You can also do things such as put curry
Lisa,
powder
that was
in.
the timer. Excuse me, that was the timer for
Yes. Excellent, thanking you. All right, so they are nearly cooked. But what we'll do is we'll take them out. There we go. Pretty little crackers.
Nice.
Awesome. Yay. Not black. Yay. Even better. Not dead. Thank you for that. Okay, other things such as you could put lemongrass and other Asian flavors in there. All sorts of ideas. You can just change it up. Yeah. Has anyone got any other questions before we finish up? Because we've done an hour and 5.
Sorry, that was Alfie bringing my shoe up into the bed, having a bite of it. Little rat. Sorry.
Oh dear. That's all right. Oh.